The American sociologist C. Wright Mills coined the term the sociological imagination in the late 1950s. It can be defined as a sociological prism, a way of looking at the world that can see connections between the apparently private problems of the individual and wider contextual factors. Mills argued that it's essential for people to grasp the interplay of individual experiences and society, of biography and history, of self and world. For Mills, personal problems can only be understood in the context of wider, interconnected and interrelated economic, political, social and cultural factors that shape, if not determine, individual life choices, experiences and society itself. We suggest in the textbook that the sociological imagination can inform HRM teaching and learning. Let me provide some context here. Following the 2008 global financial crisis, some critical management scholars argued that there is a need to expose students to an intellectual practice that understands work-related practices and problems by looking beyond them. Take, for example, zero-hour contracts, a contemporary labour market phenomenon examined in the book. Applying the sociological imagination to the growth of precarious contracts in the so-called gig economy would connect what appears to be an individual problem to wider micro, macro and global factors. At micro level, companies such as Amazon, Deliveroo and Uber Cabs use a business model whereby a large proportion of their workers are not regarded as employees, an employment model that seeks to maximize profits. A macro analysis would include the absence of effective employment legislation to protect minimum wage conditions, something the UK had in the 1960s before the dominance of neoliberalism. A global analysis would focus on, amongst other things, the effects of economic globalization and global technology. The individualized delivery worker or cab driver fiercely competing every day would be impossible without network technology. Applying the sociological imagination to HRM offers management students a way to focus less on the what and the how of HRM and focus more on the why of HRM, which privileges a concern with the distribution of power, structured antagonism, and systematic inequality. It's this frame of reference that informs our approach in the textbook, what we call critical HRM education.